Fenway Park between Aaron Judge and the Yankees. All-Star Game MVP Jarren Duran and the Red Sox. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific with baseball tonight's ESPN 2 right here. We'll have a special StatCast edition presented by Google Cloud. Who's your MLB team?
The Giants.
Okay. You have a player from that? Like, where's that come from?
I mean, back in the day when they were winning in the mid-2000s, or like the early 10s, the 10, 12, 14, it was Buster Posey and Madison Bumgarner. The hitting pitcher at the time. I know pitchers don't hit anymore in MLB, but yeah, they were fun to watch. Yeah.
Just gonna drop Madison Bumgarner on a Kansas City guy right here?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Come on, man.
I'll never forget the short rest coming out of the bullpen.
Unreal.
It's so good.
One of the all-time great World Series performances. Hannah Flippin in the 2-hole after Hayward lined out quickly off Alyssa Denham, who's off to a really nice start, has given up a single in each of the first 2 innings. A walk to Klingler in the second. Jumps ahead of Flippin now, 0-2. Flippin coming off her best ever finish last year, finishing 10th in the championship season. Denham in 2nd last year, back-to-back seasons. One, two.
It was a good shot of the face of Hannah Flippin, and I would say fun fact, but this fact is not so fun. Actually broke her face this summer playing with Team USA. Had to get stitches and is coming back. Everything is healing, but a little bit of a rough summer to start. Was going for a ball, fell into the dugout, was playing at Oklahoma City at the Hall of Fame Stadium, and took a tumble. Of course, I think she did get the out. That's an important part to this story, but literally broke her face and had to recover, continued to play with Team USA, went to the World Championships in Italy, and here she is at AU. So tough.
That was excellent. In Italy, hit 538, 7 hits.
And you would just never know that she went through that going into the Worlds.
5th year of Athletes Unlimited. She's from Bonita, California. Played her college ball at Utah. Led Utah to the Supers with Anissa Urtez, who's on her team. So you have the Utah middle infield for Team Svekis between Urtez and Flippin. Coughlin takes care of that over at third base.
I am loving right now the off-speed pitches from Alyssa Denham that maybe don't pump 70 miles an hour. She throws hard, low to mid-60s. Really, speed is really not going to affect these type of hitters. It's the location plus the speed, and it's the speed plus the off-speed, but she's doing a really nice job of slowing things down. You can speed it up like that drop ball, let it run a little bit, and then go off-speed with the curve.
50th pitch for Denham coming up here with 2 away in the top of the 3rd. Warren underneath it to right center, gets hung up in the wind there and caught by Bianca Stelli. So Denham goes 1-2-3 in the top half. 30-inning win points on the line for her squad coming to the plate. Well, Denham can collect them with a run here in the bottom of the 3rd. Get closer to the action with your free Unlimited Club membership. Vote on game MVPs, compete in the AU Fantasy League for exclusive prizes and more. Sign up now at auprosoftball.com. Great crowd here on opening night as well. It's a beautiful night in Rosemont. The breeze kind of coming towards third base, I would say. Definitely pitcher friendly at the moment. Bottom of the order leading things off here for Team Denham, and what an embarrassment of riches it is for Alyssa Denham to have Morgan Zirkle in the 9-hole in her 5th season out of Marshall, where she is now the head coach, just finished up year 1, surpassed 100 career hits at AUX in Wichita. Hit 366 in the championship season last year. I mean, the list goes on. She's been tremendous as a pro.
Just a quiet goat. She's been so good for so long and continues to play, like we talked about Vic Hayward, a head coach, the D1 program, playing as long as she can, getting every ounce out of herself, just taking their careers day by day.
Swinkel swings through that one for strike 3. Let's go down to Savannah with more on Megan Faremo.
Coming into this season, talking to Megan Faremo, she feels like she's taken a next step, entered a new level in her pro career. She even said, last year it felt at times that she was just starstruck by the players that she was around, but right now she's stepping into the season and feels like a pro amongst pros. And watching her in the dugout, you know that about her in the way that she carries herself. She comes out of these innings, sits down at the end of the dugout, pulls out a notebook, and takes notes on the batters that she's faced, what's working, what's not. And she does that to continuously be sharp. And we know how tough it is for pitchers to be dynamic from week 1 to week 5. And we've seen Megan Faremo do it last year as the Rookie of the Year. And now to know that she feels like a pro in this season, I can't wait to see what's in store from her.
We've already seen it a couple of times in this game, but her changeup has leveled up as well. And she might be the hardest thrower in this league. There's a couple of names that I think of when I think of just straight up velo: Rachel Garcia, Odyssey Alexander, and Megan Faremo. But right now she looks rested. She shouldn't be this rested. She was pitching all last week in Italy with Team USA. She's pumping good velocity, and then the changeup. She's throwing a couple of changeups per batter.
She's so strong, too. I watched her throw a bullpen last year in her rookie season. I'm just thinking, she's so strong. She's athletic. Looks like you could put her on a basketball court. You could put her at outside hitter on a volleyball court.
Look at that pitch. You can't sit changeup when she's throwing 70 plus. It's just not feasible. So you have to go in there, just try to react, try and keep your hands back, do the best you can. Back to back right there, off speed.
It's Wallace to ground out. That was a rapid fire 1-2-3 from Faremo. Her and Denham trading blows right now, but it's still 0-0 on opening day. In the first 3 between Team Svekis and Team Denham. Week 6 of the PLL schedule begins tomorrow at Tolero Stadium in San Diego. Our featured matchup on ESPN is Outlaws Cannons at 3 Eastern, followed by the Chaos and Redwoods on ESPN+. Sunday, the Water Dogs Atlas is on ABC at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, and the Whip Snakes take on the Redwoods on ESPN+. In fact, every game can be found on ESPN+. For the full schedule, ESPNplus.com/PLL. Those are some new names right there.
Denham.
Listen, Denham put up another 0 here in the top. The pitcher's duel to start things off, just for you, Kenzie Fowler.
Well, when we got the lineups about 2 hours before game time, you see Alyssa Denham and Megan Faremo. I'm like, yes, this is the exact matchup that I want. Game 1. Ooh, a little bit of the windy adventure out there for Amanda Lorenz. Hunts it down, but yeah, Megan Faremo, Alyssa Denham, a couple of All-Americans who have not only thrived in the professional scene, but to me they've gotten better. They've elevated their games in college. They do it in 2 different ways. We've been talking about Alyssa Denham going downstairs with the draw, Megan Faremo with the backdoor curve and the rise. One thing that's consistent, though, they both have an off-speed pitch that they continue to use. They have established early in the game, and we haven't seen anybody make an adjustment on either side.
Here is the second battle of the Palacios sisters. Charlize at the plate, Sachelle behind the plate. And this time, Charlize with her first career hit here in Rosemont. Nice little adjustment from the rookie out of UCLA.
Do you think Sachelle is asking, hey, can I get that ball for my sister? First true hit for the rookie. Goes off speed, and this is a great job. Charlize Palacios has so much power, but she keeps her hands back, stays in her legs, and just gets enough of it to lead something out there on the right side.
Now Svekis versus Denham. A lot of connections here. Mentioned earlier, these two played pro ball in Japan together last year. Denham threw a ton in that league as well. All of those innings to Gwen Svekis. 1-1 count.
I almost thought that Sachel behind the plate was going to try and pick off little sis Charlize at first base. There was a little bit of a interaction after kind of the pump fake.
Ground ball that bounces up on Koffel, can't go to second, but does retire Svekis for out number 2.
Aaron Koffel, we saw her bobble a ball in the first inning. Didn't come around to score, so no harm, no foul there. That one was a little bit more of a hot shot. Does a nice job knowing the speed of the right-handed hitter in Svekis, not panicking, getting her feet set, firing it over first.
Koffel played AUX in Wichita. That was a dirt field. It's a little bit different here in Rosemont. Handles that well. The spinner off Sis Bates' bat. A one-out single comes to nothing. Another 0 for Alyssa Denham. She's rolling. In game 1, the 0s between Team Svekis and Team Denham. Season 5 is here. The AU Pro Shop has you covered with the latest softball gear. Check out our online store at shop.auprosports.com. It's the destination for player merchandise and exclusive styles you won't find anywhere else. So you eyeing some stuff down before the game.
I might have bought something.
Okay.
Every time I'm here, I do. They have the cutest gear.
Harshman swinging first pitch. Andrews, too much range in center field to let that drop, and there's 1 out.
Look at the pitch count for Megan Framo. Going into this inning, 45 pitches, 1 pitch, 1 out right there. She has been attacking the zone. To me, that tells me that she is fearless, confident.
Strikeout or 1 pitch out for you? Which one is it?
I mean, strikeout's the easy answer, but the realistic answer is 1 pitch, 1 out. If I can cruise and throw a couple of pitches an inning, I'll take it.
It was like a rare moment in this game for one of these two pitchers to fall behind. Faremo down 2-0 to Tori Vidalis. This is a dangerous one to get behind as well. Hit 378 in Wichita with 16 RBIs. Watches strike 1. Tori's got 6 top 20 finishes in her Athletes Unlimited career between the championship season and AUX. Texas A&M and watches that off speed on the outside corner. 2-2. Big cut there from Tori.
A good changeup again right here. That's a good hack on a backdoor curve. Quick hands.
Back in there, and Piancastelli, running cover from that.
I don't know how it's possible to hit the ball at that angle. I really don't. Vidalis has got to clear her hands so quickly to get her barrel to be able to pull the ball almost right behind her. And granted, let's remember, Framo's throwing 70 miles an hour. Like, that situation really shouldn't be possible.
You said it, though. It's not the velocity that really gets these hitters.
It's what you do after these 2 foul balls. You're setting her up perfectly with 2 back-to-back backdoor curves, right-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter. To me, the outside part of the plate is open, the off-speed is open.
There is that off-speed fouled straight back. Tori mic'd up today as well. One of our colleagues, analyst for SEC Network. Got her on the outside corner. Faraimo's 4th strikeout of the night.
And she's fired up, and she deserves to be. That was a heck of a at-bat from Vidalis. And then you just get the victory. The outside curveball. It's how she was setting up. She threw the backdoor curves on the inside part of the plate. We saw the foul balls down the line. You go to the off speeds. You have a hitter leaning left. You pound her on the outside part of the plate to get the strikeout.
Bianca Stelli facing Faraimo. She flew out her first trip to the plate in the 2nd. 6 straight retired for the 2nd-year player out of UCLA. There's a good spot on the outside corner. UCLA very well represented here in Rosemont. 6 Bruins out of the 60 players here. That's the most represented school of anyone.
Yeah, with the additions of Jadelyn Alchin, rookie, and Charlize Palacios, another rookie.
Sweet Bianca Stelli left side. Warren's first action makes the play. 1, 2, 3 for Faraimo. 7 straight retired. She's pitched so well these last 28 championship innings right here. Just 2 earned runs in the last 28 innings.
A little surprised, just because of how many points that you can rack up when you are pitching as well as she's pitching.
MVP points such a factor too, and she could still get some of those if her team comes out on top here, but definitely another inning or two and you would think she's a lock for it. On the flip side of that, she has finished 2nd back-to-back years, so
for a reason, she knows what she's doing.
Hit high into center field, circle underneath it, and they retire Bailey Klingler much quicker than her first at-bat, which went 12 pitches, but that was her first look at Taylor McQuillan here in Rosemont. McQuillan was massive in the final series of AUX, helping Bubba Nichols and her team sweep their doubleheader day. McQuillan threw 37 1/3 in Wichita, went 7-1 with a 3.00 ERA.
And Taylor McQuillan was the first pick off the board for captain Alyssa Denham, and Taylor McQuillan, she's the only left-handed pitcher in the league. So to me, I think she's probably going to be at least one of the top 4 picks if she's not a captain every single week, because you just want to have a completely different look on your staff, especially if you're a right-handed pitcher yourself and a captain. Like, I'm going to go get this arm. And then just to add all of it, they're besties. These are 2 pitchers that played together in college, and they don't get to play together in AU because they are so, sought after. Everybody wants Denham and McQuillan on your team. It's 2 aces. So I love the fact that these 2 get to play together, especially opening weekend.
McQuillan was the ace in Arizona. Denham transferred from Louisiana, where she spent 1 year. She became the ace for the Wildcats.
And took Arizona to the Women's College World Series a couple of years in a row.
McQuillan on the move, lets it go to Vidalis. That's a really tough play either way to get Aaliyah Andrews. It'll be ruled as an infield single.
The only way that Team Orange is able to get Andrews out is if McQuillan fields it and just tosses it over with her glove. Right here, glove it, and then toss it over with your glove. There's just too much speed down the line with Andrews. One little hesitation, and it's a single.
With 1 out, and now to the top of the order. Lefty-lefty matchup, McQuillan against Hayward here. Hayward caught stealing earlier in this game for just the 2nd time in her career. She was 28 of 29 coming into the season, stealing bases. Lays down the bunt. Another, it's an awkward place there, and Vidalis off her back foot. Into no man's land over there.
Speed rules. This is almost exact same position, right? But it's on purpose. It's a little bit of a push, drag bunt combo from Vic Hayward. She knows the kind of speed her teammate, Aaliyah Andrews, has in front of her. All she has to do is put the ball down, hustle, and I mean, these might be two of the fastest players in the league right now at first and second base.
Andrews at second, Hayward at first, and now Flippin at the plate. This team 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position tonight. We've had base runners in 4 of the 5 innings, but haven't been able to push one across. 5 hits so far in the game. 1-0 to Flippin.
If you're Hannah Flippin right now, 1-1 count, I'm looking something outside. I want to put the ball on the right side of the field. If I can get to the outfield, great. If it's a ground ball, that's fine. You know the speed that's in front of you. You want to be able to get Aaliyah Andrews over to third base in pitcher's duel like this. That's a good take. She doesn't like it. Now you're at 1-2, so all that strategy is out the window. Try to put that on ball.
Big pitch coming up from McQuillan. Flippin. It's a deep to center field. Zirkle on the run toward the track. Makes the catch. Andrews able to take third. But Hayward has to stay put. 2 outs and 1 step closer to getting out of the jam.
Seemed a little bit more hot off the bat. It just kind of died out in center field.
I think that wind is, I mean, it's blowing pretty good, but I think it's even worse than it looks at the moment. It's always windy here in Rosemont. The pitchers are just hoping those flags are coming in and not out.
Wind is a huge factor as a pitcher. It can change how you're throwing, how your ball is moving. If you're pitching with the wind, you know, behind you and it's coming into home plate, your velocity is going to tick up a couple of miles an hour. But on the flip side, you're not going to have the same type of movement. The wind can kind of take it away. If you're pitching into the wind, you're going to add more movement. The ball's going to spin a lot more.
Did it ever bother you? Was it ever so windy that almost off balance a little bit, just getting your head or anything?
Yeah, I didn't like pitching into the wind. I don't know, I thought it messed up my movement a little bit. I'd rather just, if I'm going to deal with wind, I'd rather just pick up some velocity and rely on my location.
Hayward is up to second base now. 2 in scoring position for Warren. Gets underneath this circle coming in and makes the grab. McQuillan strands a pair. That is big time for Team Denham after Alyssa Denham decides to make the switch in the circle. We've got 50 points on the line.